After Iron Man's funeral, Chief Nick Fury realized the power of Thanos. So he went to outer space, founded the Godman Bureau with the Screw, specifically designed to defend against alien creatures like Thanos' invasion of the Earth. And his partner, the Screw, is a creature that can disguise itself as a human. In Captain Marvel, their homes were destroyed. Nick can only let them temporarily immigrate to Earth, and promised to help them find a new home. But more than 10 years have passed. Nick didn't keep his promise. Over the past 10 years, the Screw people hide from human discovery the nuclear power plant that had been hiding on Earth, living in disguise as a human. Some Screw have long been dissatisfied with this, so the rebels were formed. The idea of trying to take over the Earth. They first managed to capture some human officers, and easily disguised as each other's appearance. Then imprison the other party on a specific instrument, through scroll technology. Pick up a copy of the other party's memory, to replace each other's original life, so they can easily infiltrate the top of the country. Intensify human conflict and start World War II. Let humanity perish. Nick Fury, who learned of this, realized the seriousness of the matter. I had to return to Earth from outer space. I plan to handle this personally, the scroll crisis he caused. After learning that Nick was back on Earth, his best man Agent Hill drove over. Greet to long-lost old acquaintances. They hugged each other. Then, they met another old acquaintance in a hurry. That was Talos, the leader of the Screw. While Nick was concentrating on his career in outer space, Talos had been replacing Nick, managing SHIELD. Now, he took the rebel thing that appeared among the Screw. Reported to Nick. Colleagues also complained to Nick, your life on Earth is not good. His wife, not only was he killed in a terrorist attack, the daughter also joined the rebels. After the small talk, Nick is going out alone. After all, he hasn't been back to Earth for more than 10 years. I want to feel the changes in my hometown. I wander around giving to the homeless on the street. As a result, he was hooded before leaving, and into a van. Wait until Nick arrives at his destination to find out. So the person who caught them is Sonya, the head of state security. Originally, Sonya had long known that Skrull lived on Earth. He'd been investigating this for years. I want Nick to stay out of this. Nick didn't trust them. Of course he didn't agree, and before leaving, there's a pinhole camera in the room. After going back, Nick is snooping through the camera. Sonya was found with other officers. Talk about the Screw, and learn from it. The rebels will start a riot in Moscow. Before the riot, they'll make a weapons deal with a bomb expert. Sophisticated detective experience let Nick quickly find the trading location. It's a pity they came one step late. Only one bomb expert was left at the scene. Looks like the deal is long over. So Nick threatened the opponent with a gun. Ask it to say who is the person who made the transaction. The two sides ended up fighting, seeing Talos lose to each other. Nick just shot him and killed him. The body soon revealed its original shape. Turns out the bomb expert was also a Skrull, and was sent by the rebels to trade. It was Talos' daughter, GIA. Detective Hill, who was relaxing outside, found him, so I followed all the way into a dark alley. In the end, it was still a work of effort that GIA noticed twice. He fell to the ground with his backpack. GIA was just about to climb out. Father Talos quickly chased after him. Father and daughter had met for many years, but we met in this way. Talos quickly put down his pistol, and asked her daughter to hand over the bomb. Don't do stupid things again. Also told her mother's dead. In fact, with the rebel leader he had been following, grave related. GIA was stunned after listening, but still chose to run away. After confirming that it is safe, GIA remembered what her father had just said, lost and found. So he returned the bomb to the rebel base. I met my father secretly at night. When GIA learned the truth, she was filled with regret. So the exact location where the rebels planted the bomb, told my father. After learning the location, 100 Days Nick and his party were lying in ambush nearby. Nick scanned through glasses. Sure enough, he found 3 separate bombers. So they tracked them separately. As a result, Bill was found here. The other party actually threw the package he was carrying away. At the same time, the guy Nick was following suddenly changed his appearance. This man is the leader of the rebel army, Galloway. I saw him press the switch in his hand. The explosion ripped through the square. The crowd immediately scrambled. It turned out that the rebels had already planted the bombs in advance, and 3 people carrying explosives, just to lure Nick and others into the trap. In a panic, Bill hugged the child on the ground. Then I saw Nick waving at me, and he was just about to walk off. He was shot in the stomach by the other party. Bill looked shocked, then fell. It turns out that taking advantage of the chaos approached him like Nick. When the real Fury arrived, Bill is dying. In the end, it was sacrificed like Nick was devastated. But the current situation, we had to get him out of there. Marvel had lost another Muse character. He's the best agent in SHIELD. I didn't expect his ending. Will die in a riot in Moscow. Scribbled the end of She, years at Marvel. His body was also honorably transported back. Nick Fury is director of SHIELD. I have seen many comrades sacrifice when he was confronted by his mother. Ashamed again. After all, this time Hill's dead, all because of his recklessness. riots that took place in Moscow, and it soon made international headlines. In the news, a riot was arrested on the spot. Nick Fury also appeared at the scene, the figure of this American. So the United Nations decided that the riots were the work of the United States. The United States attempted to launch an attack on Russia. Rose as a war machine, represented the United States at the meeting. Instead, it was just a private operation of SHIE. It had nothing to do with the actions of under international pressure. Had to issue a worldwide wanted notice for Nick Fury. But the meeting just ended. Nick Fury called him. To old acquaintances meet at a restaurant. Nick talks about the Skrull and explains his presence in Moscow just to stop the school riot. I want Rod to take this opportunity to revoke your arrest warrant in the United States, but Rod thinks he stabbed a big thunder. Not only don't help him, and fires him from SHIE with a backhand. And this really took Nick by surprise, because even if the former Rogue disobeyed the orders of his superior, will also choose to be on the side of the Avengers. Now I don't give him any face. I didn't expect the other party to change so quickly after taking a position. This annoyed Nick. Helpless Nick had to go back to his hometown first, and the plot is only known here. Nick not only has a family, married to a Skrull. His devoted wife has been helping run SHIE since Nick had been busy with his outer space career. The couple haven't seen each other for years. At this moment, they are deeply embraced together. The captured right on the other side. It's actually school people in disguise, hidden in the freezer by the Ministry of State Security. Torture. Even in the face of all kinds of torture. This Skrull. I don't want to reveal any secrets about my people. It seems that I have to use my trump card. Person in charge, Sonya. First I cut off one of his fingers. Looks like a human finger. Instantly changed back to the green finger of the Skrull. So Sonya takes the needle out. I saw him plunge into the other party body. The body gradually becomes hot. In the face of such torture, this Skrull finally forced to reveal some relevant secrets. At this time, the general of the school, White Eye, rushed in, killed so many men, and planted a bomb to blow open the lock of the freezer. And Sonya had already escaped through the underground tunnel. The only person left at the scene was Skye, who was tortured to extract a confession. I'm sleeping. Although the other party strongly denies, but Grave decided that the other party must still be lying. So he was accused of disloyalty to his clan. Drive each other to a remote wilderness. With a gunshot, the hapless companion was thus eliminated. Skrull is a species that can be disguised as human. Due to the destruction of their home, can only hide on Earth for the time being, and as director of SHIE, Nick married a Skrull as his wife. Although the wife is very virtuous, but since Nick often has assignments to go out, left his wife alone for a long time. Plus the mandated event, Nick disappeared for another years. Help come back. Nick also proposed to develop a career in outer space. This leaves the long-lost wife. Very unacceptable. When Nick returns to Earth this time, have a chance to complain to him. And Nick had long suspected that his wife was no longer faithful after a mysterious phone call to his wife. It confirmed Nick's suspicions. At this point, Galloway invited the congressman, visited an experiment that was being conducted in secret, and he laid out his next plan. He will send 3 Skrull, infiltrated the Royal Navy, and launched an attack on the plane, thus precipitating the outbreak of World War II. And Grave suspects GIA, who is by her side doing things, suspected of betraying oneself, so I deliberately took him on a mission with me another day. In the car, Gloway made a deliberate phone call, leaked plans to infiltrate the Royal Navy to G. If Ting waits for Gloway to leave for the time being, he immediately broke the news to his father, Talos. At this moment, Gravy walked into a gallery. It was Talos who was meeting. Turns out Talos was going to negotiate with him, trying to convince him not to harm humans, but Grave wouldn't listen at all, and threatened Talos' daughter. Talos listens, instant anger, planned to do it, but the people in the restaurant are actually his subordinates. Talos had to sit back, calmly persuade the other side to stop the war. Grave threatens GIA again. This time Talos couldn't take it anymore. He stabbed the blade into the back of the opponent's hand. After Talo's leave, Gravy Hand is gradually recovering from its injury. It seems he has used his newly developed stunt skills. Soon Talo passed his daughter's intelligence, learned that Galway had infiltrated the British Navy. So let Nick use Kiana's home. Found the home address of the naval commander. The two veteran caddies immediately drove to it. After arriving at the destination, Talos directly pretended to serve the country. Deceived the security guard at the gate, but it was still seen by the bodyguard who came out of the house. Talos successfully entered the house. Soon Nick's earphones. Then came the news that Bob had been subdued. However, when Nick cautiously carried Bob's son into the house, the opposite is true. Seeing my son being threatened, Bob just surrendered. But no matter how much Nick tortured Bob, are unwilling to say the code to stop the naval attack. Minutes to the attack, Nick just sent a red face. Talos hurriedly stopped. He preferred to sing white face, who knew that the other party slandered his daughter. And he went berserk, shoot each other. Bob, after losing his life, turned into a scroll. It seems that even the commander-in-chief had been switched by them. Now Talos has only one way left to stop the attack. That is to ask my daughter GIA for help. GIA, who received the call from her father, acted immediately. He came to the house where the humans were being solved with the guards with bare hands, and retrieved the memory of the real Bob from the machine. Talos, who got the password, contacted the ship immediately, and that prevented an attack from happening. This also led to the exposure of GIA's undercover identity, so GIA quickly found a hidden motorcycle. Quickly escaped the base, but he was still found halfway by Gravy. With a gunshot, GIA fell on the spot. At the same time, the body has also changed back to its original appearance.